Welcome! This is going to be perhaps the most boring web lecture of the whole series, but the most important for you to know exactly what to do to pass this course. This course is part of the Bachelor College. That means when you enroll in the course, you must participate. And when you participate well in this course, you will also pass. Fortunately for you, we will not be using the OASE system, but we use the Sakai learning management system, which is located on a server in our faculty, sakai.win.toe.nl. You will be doing all the interaction with course material, with the lectures through this site. Enrolling, which you did on OASE, has to be done again in Sakai, and you must do this by the end of the first week. To do so, you simply go to the Sakai site, click on membership, and join the course with the right code. And unlike in Sakai, you can also unroll from the course. Enrolling and unrolling should all be done by the end of the first week. After the end of the first week, we will start forming groups for the group assignments, and after that, you can no longer unjoin. This means that you will be enrolled, you will start doing the assignments, and should you later decide to stop after all, you will get a red card. This is unacceptable behavior, much worse than the yellow cards that Bachelor College has introduced. Once you commit to doing this course at the end of week 1, you must stick to that commitment. In the course itself, we have a number of web lectures and other activities. You will get a first individual assignment with a deadline at the end of the first week already. Then there are an exam and some assignments. The exam has not been scheduled yet, but it will be sometime in week 5 or 6 of this course. It will be multiple choice online using our Sakai system, but even though it is online, we do it in a classroom. And you will need to be in the classroom to take the exam. Then there are 3 assignments. The first group assignment is on evaluating user interfaces. You will get an existing interface and have to tell us what is good and, most importantly, what is bad about this interface. This needs to be done by the end of week 3. Second group assignment is on designing an interface. Here we will use our imagination about what technology can do. We only design an interface, not considering whether the actual functionality is possible or not. Deadline end of week 5. And then there is a final group assignment on prototyping. We will design and implement an interface. This is for the largest part of your final grade, and the deadline is at the end of the 8-week teaching period. That doesn't mean that when you hand in the final assignment, you are done. All the deadlines are Sunday evening at 5 minutes to midnight. Now you may wonder, why such a strange deadline? Why is the deadline not midnight? If we place the deadline at midnight, it will appear in your calendar as midnight at the start of a day, so it will be confusing. Sunday evening, just before midnight, appears on Sunday. For all the assignments, we give you a good piece of advice. After you submit the work, make a screen dump and keep the screen dump off the submission screen. In the past, we have often had students trying to convince us they really submitted something, yet we couldn't find anything in the Sakai system. We now have a very simple rule. Show us the screen dump of the submission screen that confirms your submission, and we will agree that you did submit. If you have no screen dump and your assignment is somehow missing, we will not believe you submitted. During the exam period, after you hand in the final assignment, we will hold evaluation sessions. We will test your interfaces, actually using one group to test the interface of another group. We do this in a number of sessions that we still have to schedule. They will use the entire exam period. So do not book your vacation tickets before you have received the schedule for these evaluation sessions. Right? When we want to schedule you on the last Friday, having already booked a ticket for Wednesday is not an excuse. Right? You are warned. The vacation starts after the exam period. Should you fail the final assignment or the course as a whole, right, there is a read-write deadline, which is the first Sunday of August. Only the final assignment can be retried. So make sure you score enough also on the other assignments, because you might not be able to make up enough of the grade to pass when you redo the final assignment. All the material, all the interaction goes through the Sakai site. Right? You have to monitor this site regularly, because all kinds of updates will be posted there. Announcements go through Sakai. You can send messages to your group members through the Sakai site. The exam will be on Sakai. Everything is done on the same system. Any questions you have, any problems, for instance, you have in your group work, right, contact either Natalia Stash or myself. Right? Our email addresses are here on the slide. Pay attention for updates, especially the announcement of the exam date, which we haven't yet fixed. Right? There will also be contact information for more assistance. We are trying to get some student assistants to help out with technical issues you may have. Right? They are not yet known. We will post who to contact to get help with this course. Now you are ready to start this course, but if you want some additional information, well, everything you need is on the slides and is explained, but there are 2 books on which most of this course is actually based. There's a book on interaction design by Rogers, Preece, and Sharp. And when we have some references to it, we will always say RPS. And we also use the book Designing the User Interface by Schneiderman and Pleasant, the book we call SP. You do not have to buy these books. Right? We cover some material from these books in the lectures. Right? There is additional interesting learning material, not part of the exam, not really necessary to succeed in the assignments. Thank you.